Hi. So I'm having fun because I made Tion cry.
I want to hear about this.
It's fun. I just want to, first of all, just taking a moment for a minute. This is an extreme honor to be standing here today. I remember, how many ever years ago, back in 1992, or 91 actually, coming to Full Sail, being broke, driving a very beat down, broke down Ford Escort that I paid $1,500 for. And to be standing here today with awesome friends, awesome family, awesome woman, soulmate, Doris, awesome daughter, Zoe, an awesome job, just to be able to go from, a beat down, broke down Ford Escort to a Ferrari is accomplishment. And and it's the same thing with Full Sail, to go from being in a building of, in 91, they were in the building, they had, probably not even 1/4 of the main campus building, and now they own the whole block. And I think in a couple of years, they're gonna have to get their own zip code. And it just speaks to the testament of accomplishment. And one thing I've always taken with me, I've had a conversation with Quincy Jones one time, and he told me that you don't complain, you don't worry about what the big guy is making, worry about what you do with what you're making. And so a lot of times when I was here in Full Sail, here at school, of course you have some of the students that would complain, oh, we don't have enough parking spaces, we don't have enough this, we don't have enough that, and it was always about, well, what do you have? And what do you take with what you have, and what do you do with what you have? And so it's always, for me, been about having a positive attitude, about just really taking it all in, about understanding that you gotta work hard, because even with all of this and all the stuff that Full Sail has accomplished, they've worked hard. Gary Jones, John Phelps, Jay Noble, Tammy, all the people here at Full Sail have worked hard over the years. It's not just anything that was just given to them. And it's the same thing with me. I've worked hard to get to where I'm at, as we all have. And everybody, all the inductees, we've worked hard. And that's the main thing, is keeping a positive attitude and working hard. And once again, I would definitely like to say that Ms. Tion here is definitely one of the people who was, if not the biggest portion or the biggest gear in the engine of my career. Dallas Austin, I would definitely say, was another big piece of my career. I'm fortunate enough to have most of the big pieces in my life here with me. My business partner, my other best friend, Manny Fresh, is here with me to celebrate the moment. My brother, Roger, is here. My other brother, Ricky, is here. He's really my cousin, but he's like my brother. Of course, my mom, who bought me my first keyboard, my first mixer, my first everything. She was the one that taught me how to work hard, because she worked hard. And she kept about maybe 8 or 9 jobs, maybe even 10 jobs. I don't know. I don't know how she did it, but she did it. And that taught me that you had to work hard. She didn't let me come home with no C's, no D's, no F's. Couldn't even think about it. All A's and B's. And really, you couldn't even have any B's. And that was my mom. So and Doris and I always have a joke about how I'm an overachiever, and that I can definitely credit to my mother. And then I'm like that with everything. I'm like that with, the lawn service. I gotta get, I've changed my grass out like 3 times now, because I just gotta have the best of everything. And that's just how I think, that's just how I move through life. As an example, by the fact that I have Doris. And Doris is now, along with Zoe, they are the most 2 important parts of my life. Without them, it does not work. Without them, it does not make sense. So I have to definitely say to Doris and to Zoe. Zoe's over there giving Doris, you know, a whole lot of hell right now, but that's what she does. She just turned 1 a couple days ago, so she's happy to be here for a year, you know. And I wanted to talk about something real quick too. The other day, Doris asked me, we were in the room, and Doris asked me, she said, "Babe, why are they doing the Hall of Fame thing? What's the purpose of the Hall of Fame?" And I said, you know, the purpose of it is to, it's real simple, in my opinion. The purpose of it is to just prove that it works. And it's about Full Sail and the accomplishments of Full Sail and from what they came from to where they are now and for what they have given us and what they've taught us. It's just a way to show that it works. And so for all the up-and-coming students, all the potential students, all the students that are in middle school or high school or even elementary school that are thinking about doing this, all the students that are thinking about coming here and trying to figure out, trying to get line all their, you know, $100 bills up to come here, and everybody who's trying to figure out a way to get here, and the people that are already here, the students that are already here, this is a way to prove it works. And that was my explanation to her. That's why I think this is necessary. I think that's why these kind of things need to happen, because it just needs to be spoken for that this works. And so I'm honored, and I think that's all I have to say. Oh, one more thing. Definitely cannot leave the stage without thanking Mr. John Phelps for having the vision, for being the founder of Full Sail, for Gary Jones, who, as big of a position that Gary has, Gary is the guy who would say, "Oh, you need some money to help you get your moving truck? Here's $100." Or Gary was the guy who would, you know, help you find a place to live, or he would take time out of his day to do the little things. It's not about, "Oh, I'm the president of Full Sail and I don't have time." Gary is the guy who would sit there and have a conversation with you. Also, definitely have to, by every means, thank Jay Noble. Jay was the first face of Full Sail for me. He was the first person I met when I came here. He was the first person that gave me an orientation that you know, helped me navigate through Full Sail. So Jay Noble deserves a huge round of applause. And last but not least, Tammy Gilbert, Tammy was like my second mom when I was here. Tammy took care of us. I remember one time Tammy loaned me some money to buy some food. It's just the little things, like I said, and Tammy was always there. Where is Tammy? Where are you? She's somewhere around here. I can't see, it's too many lights. Back wall, where are you? There you go. Tammy. And just to the Full Sail staff in general, to all the Full Sail staff, when I was here, the current staff, you guys do an amazing job. This is an amazing school. Just the growth alone is a testament to how amazing the school is. And I think that's all I have to say now. Zoe, stop giving your mom problems over there. You know, my daughter's not used to being up this early, so. But thank you.